Remember when I said I wasn't going to be reading any more of the Warrior Cats books? That was a lie. So I caved in and read the newest Warrior Cats book from the newest arc, River. There are things that happen in this book, alright. I'm also very tired because I just spent the last 24 hours drawing cats for this video. So I do not want to draw cats ever again. Yeah, I have a bullet point list of things I wrote while I was reading the book. We're gonna go through them together, and I'm going to spoil the entirety of the book. So if you haven't read the book and you don't want spoilers, leave. Let's go. To begin with, a Starless Clan, the newest arc, we need to get to know our main characters. And we have Flamepaw from Thunderclan, who is Sparkpeld's son, aka Scoreflight's grandson. We have Sunbeam, a Shadow Clan warrior, daughter of Berryheart and the youngest sister of Needletail from A Vision of Shadows. And lastly, we have Frostpaw from Riverclan. She is a medicine cat apprentice after Willowshine died in the last arc. For the record, Flamepaw is a little shit. Like, he is the most impressive, edgy, and cold protagonist we have had since Jayfeather, I think. And Jayfeather wasn't even like this edgy, you know? It's like Flamepaw is just this black hole of a person. Like, he is so sad and depressed and angry all the time. And I love him. He's so refreshing. Like, he's just like, I am so tired. If he could say the word fuck, he would. He would. I love that for him. Flamepaw is the one who brings out in a Thunderclan conversation that I do think leaders should be changed regularly, and people are like, shut the fuck up, you are Bramblestar's grandson. It doesn't look good that you say that. But Flamepaw is like, I don't care. It's become one of my favorite dynamics in Warrior Cats, but the relationship Flamepaw and Sparkpeld have is really good. Not good as in like the relationship they have, but as in the way they interact with each other. Like, Flamepaw resents Sparkpeld a lot because Sparkpeld was very depressed after she gave birth to Flamepaw and Finchpaw. Flamepaw has a lot of like abandonment issues with Sparkpeld. He doesn't know how to interact with her, and she doesn't know how to interact with him. You know, you can tell Sparkpeld tries to be there for him as his mother, but she can't. She doesn't know how. And Flamepaw is also like, he doesn't want to open that door for her. It's very refreshing and also very sad, obviously. The resentment Flamepaw has for Sparkpeld is actually very validated. I understand why he feels that way. He feels more connected to Sorrel's tribe, who is Lionblaze's daughter, for people who don't know. Sorrel's tribe was Flamepaw's and Finchpaw's foster mother. Flamepaw feels more connected to her than with his actual mother. And Finchpaw, actually, you know, Flamepaw's sister, is actually more connected to Sparkpeld. They have a good daughter-mom relationship, and Flamepaw also resents Finchpaw for this because he's like, I want that, you have that, and I can't have that, and I hate it. Speaking of family dynamics, we have Frostpaw on Riverclan, you know, our newest Riverclan medicine cat apprentice. She is Mothwing's newest apprentice, and she is the daughter of the Riverclan warriors J-Claw and Curlfeather. Now, we know nothing about Riverclan cats, but like, at the start of this book, J-Claw has been dead because actually Frostpaw foresaw J-Claw's death. Like, she had a vision that he would die, and the next day he died. So that's how she proves, like, oh, she has a connection to StarClan because she can see the future, I guess. We know nothing about J-Claw other than he died very early on. Curlfeather, I actually really enjoyed her. Like, we know nothing about her. But in this book, she was just like super protective, super sweet, just a very cool mom. And I thought she was very sweet. And I actually think she's very cute. I like her. But regardless of the family dynamics, we also have like this ominous interaction where Frostpaw doesn't see Mothwing as a full medicine cat. Frostpaw believes in StarClan and she knows Mothwing is an atheist. And she thinks being connected to StarClan is what makes a medicine cat, which is not true. Like, Mothwing has been Riverclan's medicine cat for years. Frostpaw and Misty Star, we're gonna get there. Frostpaw and Misty Star have the connection to StarClan that Riverclan needs. Now in ShadowClan we have Sunbeam. I really like her. She's super girly. She's like, I'm going to be a great mate for Blazefire. Sunbeam is really funny. She's really fun to read. I really like that Sunbeam and Lightleap is again one of Tiger Heartstar's and Dubwing's kids. She's like super anxious. She wants to prove herself after not being able to do so in the last book. This causes Lightleap to get into trouble a lot. Kind of self-harm, which is like, okay, that's new territory Warriors is stepping in, but okay. Sunbeam is like very concerned for her. Sunbeam says she is my best friend. And one, I love that because we haven't had like an established friendship in so long. So it's really cool that Sunbeam is like, this is my best friend and I'm very concerned for her and I want the best for her. Sunbeam is just like concerned that Lightleap is going to fucking kill herself, trying to prove herself. So it's very interesting to read. It's very fun to read. Flying Paw, again, is just this void of a cat. He's so negative. His grandmother, Lily Hart, who is one of my favorite cats. I really like her. She tries to be there for him. She tries to cheer him up, just like Sorrel Stripe, just like Sparkpelt, actually. He's just a very, very sad dude. And I feel for him and I understand him. Right off the bat, people are starting to notice that Misty Star is not looking good. Misty Star is Blue Star's daughter. Misty Star has been alive since the first arc. So it's been years of Misty Star being alive. So Misty Star is the one at the gathering who tells everyone at the gathering the two rules that have been changed in the Warrior Code after revising it last arc. Those two rules are: one, forbidden relationships are no longer forbidden, but one of the two cats in the relationship has to move to the other clan. Like, they cannot be in different clans. And they have to do this one task, like, to prove themselves that they can contribute to the new clan they are moving to. If they pass that, they can move clans and be with the person they love. And second, leaders can now be taken down from the clan. If like 60% of the clan thinks they are being treated poorly under their current leader, they can have like a council meeting and be like, yeah, we do not want this leader to be our leader. So then the medicine cats, I think, go to the moon pool and they talk to StarClan, and if StarClan gives them their blessing, like, yeah, this leader is not good, StarClan will take the 9 lives from the leader and give them to the new leader, who StarClan will tell, which I think is really fun. So I really like the new cat politics that are happening. I really enjoy them. I think they're really cool. A lot of cats are not happy with these changes, which is like, okay, whatever. They are very xenophobic, and I'm going to get into that later because, oh my god. But in this gathering, we also have like a very sweet scene, very short scene, but very sweet, where Tiger Heartstar mentions that Dubwing had their second leader, Rowan Kid and Birch Kid, and you can see Birchfall, who is Dubwing's dad, being like super proud and super happy that his grandkid has been named after him. I thought it was very cute. In this gathering, it's also revealed the new Thunderclan warriors: Myrtle Bloom, Bayshine, and Finchlight. Finchlight is Flamepaw's sister. Myrtle Bloom and Bayshine are our Sorrel Stripe kids, Lion Blaze's grandkids. Flamepaw is not included in this because he failed his assessment. It's also in this gathering where Flamepaw and Sunbeam first meet. It's a very short interaction. Sunbeam defends Flamepaw because he's being picked on that he didn't pass his assessment. After the gathering, Flamepaw realizes something is wrong with Bramblestar. Like, he is just like, what is described in the book is what I would say a dissociative disorder, because it really feels like it. Like, he's just out of the world and anything, and it's very implied that Bramblestar is not doing good. In Riverclan, people start to question Mrs. Star about the changes to the code. They don't trust her, and Mrs. Star is like, I'm the leader, you haven't seen what I saw, do you not trust me? If you do not trust me, why do you have me as your leader, and all that. And she gets so angry at people saying things that are not true about her that she collapses. And Mothwing and Frostpaw rush to her and try to help her, but it's at this time that Mrs. Star dies. Yeah, she dies very early on in the book. At the same time, Reed Whisker, who is Mrs. Star's son and deputy, he is out in a hunting trip, so he doesn't know that Mrs. Star is dead. So people are like, okay, let's wait for Reed Whisker to tell him like, hey, your mom's dead, time for you to become leader. So while Reed Whisker comes back, Mothwing and Frostpaw are temporary leaders, and Riverclan doesn't like that because Mothwing is an atheist and Frostpaw is 18. So there's a lot of in-clan conflicts in Riverclan right now. In Thunderclan, we see again how Sparkbell wants to be there with Flamepaw, wants to be his mother, and Flamepaw shoots her down. It's really sad to see. Flamepaw resents the entire lineage that Firestar has created. Like, I don't want anything to do with Fireside. I don't even look like him. I don't want this pressure to be upon me. We know it's kind of weird because Firestar's lineage is also like in Lion Blaze's kids, and they don't feel that way. I'm going to argue that Squirrelflight, and therefore her children and her grandkids, are the ones who are carrying, quote-unquote, Firestar's legacy because, one, they look like him, and two, they are pure Thunderclan cats, I guess. Even Sparkbelt at one point mentions that, oh yeah, I understand that you'd want nothing to be with Firestar, like Alderheart and I struggle under his weight a lot, which I do remember it was kind of a plot point in A Vision of Shadows, where Sparkbelt was almost named Sparkfire. Alderheart was also like, oh my god, I look like Firestar, I am Dark Ginger. But I also remember most of Alderheart's, specifically anxiousness, was because he is the son of the leader and the deputy, not so much because he is Firestar's descendant. I do understand it more on Sparkbelt's side. A lot of people say Flamepaw feels like Firestar because of his behavior and anything, and it's like, that is not true. If anything, maybe because he's an overachiever, and on Firestar, when he was a warrior, he was an overachiever. Other than that, Flamepaw is super different from Firestar. He is not charming, he's not friendly, he's not anything of that. He's just sad all the time. What I do like about this is that Sorrel Stripe gets some character, because up until now, Sorrel Stripe was just a background character with no, nothing. We see her comforting Flamepaw and being, the mother he wants for him. Now in Riverclan, Reed Whisker has been missing for like a day at this point. Like he went on his hunting trip, the hunting trip came back without him. No one knows where he is. Riverclan sends patrols to all the other 4 clans to be like, hey, have you seen Reed Whisker here? And everyone is like, no, why would he be here? In ShadowClan, Sunbeam thinks Lightleap might have been involved with Reed Whisker's disappearance because she came back with a limp soon after that the Riverclan cats came. So it's very interesting to see more in-clan conflict in ShadowClan because of this. Bramblestar is still very unwell. He's not doing good. It is clear Bramblestar is not doing good. We don't know why exactly. We kind of get told by Scorfly like, oh, he has severe PTSD after what happened in the last arc, you know, getting possessed. It feels like he is falling apart. You people know I'm not against Squirrelstar, but I'm also afraid because Flamepaw said in the beginning like, oh, we should change leaders regularly. It makes me think that Flamepaw might end in a position of power, which I'm not against, but again it will be at the cost of possibly Squirrelflight's life, which I don't like because I love Squirrelflight. We can see that there's a lot of inside clan conflicts in all the main clans. You know, Riverclan, ShadowClan, and Thunderclan. We can see there are struggles inside that, and I really appreciate that. We are seeing something is very wrong in all of these 3 clans. And probably in the other clans too, and I'm gonna get to that. But yeah, it's very interesting. There's a silly little drama with Blazefire and Sunbeam because Sunbeam thinks Lightleap is making moves on Blazefire and Lightleap are like, no. But Blazefire does break up with Sunbeam though, and it was interesting to read. Like, oh my god, my life is over because my boyfriend broke up with me. And I don't think we've ever have seen that, so it was kind of fun, to see that. But yeah, this is what I meant with possibly all the clans having issues inside their own clans. Squirrelflight sends a patrol to talk to Hairstar about some stupid prey thing, and Nightcloud is like, no, you're gonna wait here and I'm gonna ask if Hairstar can come. And Hairstar doesn't come. Crowfeather is the one that shows up. To me, that says that something is wrong with Hairstar too. All throughout the book, Mothwing and Frostpaw have been covering up the fact that Reed Whisker is missing and the fact that Missy Star is dead. That outside of Riverclan, no one knows Missy Star is dead. It feels like WindClan is covering something up as well. Frostpaw leads a patrol to find Reed Whisker after a vision she had with Leopard Star, and surprise, surprise, they find him dead in a ravine. It is implied that he broke his neck, like he fell in and broke his neck, but it's kind of a murder mystery. He has like these strange claw marks on his back that they don't recognize. How did he fall? Why was he separated from the hunting party? It's implied someone killed him. Maybe someone pushed him, someone set him a trap. It feels like someone killed him, and that someone was someone in either ShadowClan or Riverclan. Because Frostpaw is seeing a lot of people like gossiping about Riverclan's leadership and who should lead and all that. We have a weird plot point that I want to touch because I think it's the first time this has happened. Maybe, well, not really. I mean, if you count Shadowside and the Deathberries, then maybe. But Sunbeam unconsciously self-harms to get a pigeon for Flaxfoot. The way she does this is like the pigeon fell in this like super sharp thorn bush. She's like, oh, I'm gonna get a pigeon, I don't care. And she goes through the thorn bush, and obviously she gets like these multiple cuts. And people look at her like, bestie, we're getting you to the medicine den because you are fucked up. You have a lot of cuts in you, and that could get infected. Shadowside later on calls her and he tells her like, hey, hurting yourself is not the answer. Like, yeah, you lost your possible boyfriend or whatever, but this is not the answer. I'm not opposed to the message being told, like, hey, hurting yourself is not the answer. Like, that's a very good message. But it's weird. It's weird seeing it in Warriors. I know we've seen a lot of stuff in Warriors. I know. Like, this is nothing to compare to other things that have passed in Warriors. A month passes and we have the next gathering, and in this next gathering, Fernstripe from Windclan goes to Thunderclan to be with Shelfer, Blossom Falls, and Thornclaw's son. And I was not expecting this, much less with Shelfer. Shelfer so far has been shown like super conservative, like his parents, and suddenly he's like, oh haha, I have a girlfriend from Windclan. It's like, okay, you do you. And then we see Fringe Whisker from Sky Clan moving to Shadow Clan to be with Spireclaw, Sunbeam's brother. Sunbeam is like conflicted about this, and I like seeing this like a lot. I think it's the first time we see the reaction of a half-clan relationship from the outside, and she's not conservative about it, but she does feel weird about it. The one who's conservative about it is their mother, Berryheart. Berryheart is very, very against it. It's really uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie. She's very xenophobic. She's so xenophobic that Sunbeam, she heavily considers reporting her to Tiger Heartstar. Then Berryheart invites Sunbeam to this secret xenophobic club. And it feels like we know, like the warrior clans are essentially cults. The way Berryheart speaks to Sunbeam in this scene really feels like a cult. And Sunbeam is like playing along with it because that's her mom, but it feels so uncomfortable. Like Sunbeam is like, oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this. I really don't like. Sunbeam and Flamepaw meet again and brood together because Flamepaw failed his warrior assessment again. Sunbeam is sad because, oh, Blazefire dumped me. They are sad together and I can sense them getting together. I know a lot of people are not going to like this, and that's okay. But I hate to say it, I kind of find them very cute. I'm sorry. I like them. I think they're very cute. I hope they stay that way. Obviously, this is the first book, so they have like other 5 books to, build the relationship. So let's hope. Also, this is not important like at all, but Lionblaze called Flamepaw a youngster. Lionblaze is in fact a grandpa. Flamepaw finally passes his warrior assessment, and Sparkle was like, oh, you did it because of your Firestar genes. And Flamepaw is like, no, the fuck, I did it. I was the one who did it. My genes have nothing to do with it. Flamepaw gets his warrior name, and he is called Flameheart in honor of Fireheart. Flamepaw is pissed. He's like, oh no. I've had enough. I don't want to be the shadow of Firestar. Squirrelflight is pissed at him, like, how dare you reject your name? Let's talk about this for a minute. Squirrelflight is very angry at Flamepaw for rejecting his name. And she also says that no warrior cat has changed their warrior name. Hello, Crowfeather, Daisy, Millie. Are we just gonna ignore that? I mean, you could argue that Millie and Daisy are different because they are not clan-born, and that Crowfeather chose his name because he was honoring a dead cat. But still, it's like cats have rejected their names before, and cats have changed their names before, or choose their names before. Bramblestar supports Flamepaw, the fact that, yeah, I feel that I was the shadow of my father, Tigerstar, and you don't want to be the shadow of Firestar. I understand that. So, Bramblestar names him Nightheart, which I think is a very cool name. We haven't had a night cat in a while. In Riverclan, Frostpaw has a vision that her mother, Curlfeather, is to become Riverclan's new leader. Mothwing is scared that the vision is fake because of her past story with Hackfrost, but Frostpaw is angry at Mothwing because Mothwing is biased. Curlfeather and Frostpaw go to the moon pool, so so she can get her 9 lives. But they are attacked by dogs, and Curlfeather is killed. It was very hard to see Frostpaw seeing her mother getting mauled by dogs. Also, Curlfeather's dying words to Frostpaw were "trust no cat," and now Frostpaw is incredibly paranoid and traumatized. Like, she's so traumatized she cannot go to the moon pool again. Like, she's like, no, I cannot, don't make me go back. And Mothwing can go to have a vision of who's to become the new leader because she cannot reach StarClan. So everyone is like, okay, we have totally lost our connection to StarClan because our leader's death. The medicine cat is an atheist, and the medicine cat apprentice has severe trauma now. So what do we do now? The book ends with Mothwing finally deciding they need to tell the clans what happened in Riverclan. Summary: Sunbeam has a very xenophobic, cultish mother, and she is concerned that her best friend probably killed the Riverclan deputy. Flamepaw, or Nightheart, is depressed and edgy, and maybe he will rise in a position of power because they keep mentioning Nightstar from the first arc, and I can't help but think, maybe this means something. Frostpaw is severely traumatized, and she is being thrown into a leader's position way too early. Like, she's super young, but she and Mothwing are essentially the leaders of Riverclan. So yeah, I really want to say we haven't seen this kind of conflict since the first arc, and I love this. Like, this is so cool. I also can't help but think the book was a little over the place because Sunbeam is like, oh, I'm sad because my boyfriend broke up with me, and then Nightheart is like, oh no, I'm sad because of the legacy I have to uphold. Then Frostpaw is like, my leader's death, and I saw my mother get slaughtered. So it's a little bit over the place, but I'm really enjoying so far the politics and the character building. We are having a lot of character building, and I really like that. That's super cool in my opinion. I can't wait to see what they do with all this politics. Let's see what happens in the next book. Those are my thoughts so far. Maybe I will make a follow-up video when Sky comes out. Maybe not, we will see. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time, I guess.